Hey, this is Joe. Welcome to my channel. If you're seeing me for the first time, that's awesome. I give out I give daily messages just for the purpose of your benefit through in this awakening process. So, if you're seeing this, then most likely you are part of the awakening in the awakening process, whether you know it or not. And really, it's the awakening process is just a process of removing the blinders off you, and you get to see reality as it is. Not only that, but you get to then understand with seeing the reality as it is, being the systems, financial systems, academic systems, corporate systems, everything that controls us. You can also understand that that for humanity, for us as humans to evolve, we need to I mean, like anything, it's like the and to be able to fix a habit or fix a how do I say it, fix a addiction or whatever. It's you have to be able to realize that you have it. In this case, it's not, we're not addicted to it, we're just embedded in the system. And we have to understand that we by realizing that we're in the system, that first and not and foremost, and then we can better ourselves to get out of the system. And that's really what the awakening process is a gift from us, from the divine universe, God, that you chose to do as a soul for this for the purpose of the betterment of not only you but also your family and humanity in itself. Because as one person heals, it affects not only your family members and everything else that don't have to go through that same trauma, same emotional releasing that is needed. That is being done by you. There's no other people that have to go through the same thing. Your kids, grandkids, and etc. Or other family members. We are mirrors of each other. So when you do the healing, it affects you positively onto your family, and that's the wonderful thing about it. I mean, you get that multiplier factor that people are healing also with the work that you're doing, and that's really what my passion is about. And this is not only that I've been through it, and it's really it's one of those things where you see. I've been through it. And that's why I talk about it. Is to give you guys insight in what you need to know and how things and what things you can do on a daily basis to help your life. And like I said, I'm still in it. I mean, I don't think we ever leave this process once you're in it until, I mean, we leave our bodies. So that's not like I graduated or anything. It's just I have more experience. And when I went through the process about a year and a half to 2 years ago, more, probably even longer than that. But just it's been a gradual, long, what do you call it? Long process. But you get to see the things that how you become over time, and you realize your changes, and you get a journal and you can write those changes down, and you get to see the improvement not only in your own mental and emotional health, but also of your family members as you do the work, and focus on yourself first and foremost. So that's the most important thing. I mean, life is just focusing on yourself, and like I said, just and do the meditations. Do meditations, 15, 20 minutes, 3 times a day, is all you really need to do. Yoga is also a good thing to do, but to relieve, and along with meditation, yoga is a good tool to use to release stress from your joints, from your hips, from your back, from your neck. All that just accumulates a ton of stress and tension from accumulated over years. And those are the factors of, I mean, how can I say it? Those are the things that really mean and have meaning to it, and how would I say it? Meaning have a positive effect on you. So like I try to I do stretch in the morning, yoga stretching in the morning. Tai Chi is also really good as far as slow movements and energy, moving of energy. That's awesome to do in the morning and at night. So if you do that, that's awesome. because I mean, it's amazing how much the slow movements and focused movements can improve your mental health and energy. And that's really, we are energy. That's basically, if you can, one, lighten your dense energy and energy in your body by doing this process, because it's all density. And that's in the process of what do you call it, of process of evolution of the awakening process, is remove density from your body so that you become more crystalline and like crystalline light bodies, because then that removes all the blockages and all the potential, what do you call it, darkness, or we would say, I wouldn't say darkness, but all the stuff that's clogging up the light that's in you. So that's why I say that you, as light, being the light of the nine, we are all light of the nine lights of Jesus and of the world. So the more you can release, and like I said, it doesn't feel good, the releasing, crying, punching bag, or whatever you have to do to release. Jumping up and down is good. Jumping, what do you call it? Jump roping helps you release. Breath work is critical. It's basic. I mean, breath work, just simple inhale for 5 seconds, hold for 5 seconds, and 6 to 8 seconds exhale, and just to calm your nervous system down. And like I said, your mind will be going crazy. Even when I talk in these videos, I mean, I have itches and my head itches and stuff. My mind still wants to do other things and for distractions. But like I said, I keep on talking, and that's what I feel passionate about. And what I know that that if you're still listening, that you can get some good information out of this. And the most, well, my experience too is like I said, is if you can realize that the people you're interfacing with and people that trigger you, and you just understand that those are people that are showing you what you need as far as inner healing. That's really important, because a lot of what I did was blame other people for my problems, for their problems as well, criticizing them that they don't know how to do things right, or they don't know how to, what do you call it? They have no character, when it's really, it's myself, it's yourself, and the inner self that needs to be healed. So that's one of the things that you'll find your inner circle is what mirrors to you what you need to work on. So if you're having issues with any one of those people, then you understand that that person has something that you have. Then you have to start asking yourself, well, am I triggered by this person? Why? And what are the things that trigger me? And what do I need to release that may have triggered? Maybe, it's like anything. It's maybe you had a bad relationship with your parents or with a sibling, and that same person triggers the same feelings you had back then. It's like anything. Could be, that could be other things, basically childhood triggers that are coming up in them that you need to address. So the best thing I can say is just not deny it and accept it, and figure out, okay, why is that person irritating me, or vice versa? Why am I irritating that person? And when you start doing your self-evaluation, ask those questions, you start maybe at first blaming that person, but then you start thinking, okay, how am I affecting that person if that person's irritated by me? So things like that, that are simple to sit down and journal, or sit down and ask yourself, to talk about what those things are that affect you, and what things you need what things you need to look at yourself, your inner feelings about what may have happened in the past that might have be still evident with your family members in the current present. And that's another thing too, is when you meditate and do the meditations, you become present, and you become more present with your family members and loved ones. So, and when you lower your nervous system, you also lower your tension, and also your your how can I say it? Your um, your 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 ability to react in a negative way. I guess you do it, and so that doesn't, and in a way that you're not gonna react in a. Usually, you can control your anger, and that's what helps. You control your emotions. So, um, and last but not least, is when, how you say, when you go through the day, is whatever interaction you have, bad, good, indifferent, you can just and take note of it in a journal, take note of it, and just make, because at the end of the day, you should do a reflection and write in your journal what you learned in the day. And like I'm not just the only one that's been through this. Fortunately, you have others that have been through it at the same time. I mean, it's like anything. When you go to school and take notes in class, at the end of the day, you got to look at those notes and recall. The best way is to recall either right after you've had that interaction with that person, or at the same night and same day at night. Just reflect and sit down. Whether you meditate or just sit by yourself and just write things that you enjoy. Or you enjoyed or what you didn't like in the day, so that you can understand that what you can improve on. Because, like I said, it's not just yourself, but it's also, not just your inner healing yourself, but it's your taking one step every day to do something you enjoy, that you're getting more out of life. You're not waiting. A lot of us wait till we retire when we're going to have fun. And at that time, you may not be in the same health that we are now. So, and whether you have money or not, it might, not to be, I don't want to be pessimistic, but there's nothing like the now to take advantage of things that you can do now. And you just don't want to wait. A lot of us think that we'll be happier and healthier in the future, to do those things you want to do, but at the same time you need to take advantage of now and figure out things that you want to do on a daily basis, whether it's going to a coffee shop that you haven't been to new every day, or something, or go on a bike ride, or go on a walk in the forest, or in a park, or whatever. It's just whatever you like to do. And go for an ice cream. I love that. Can't beat going for an ice cream, but hey, that's for to each his own. And if you do it daily, I wouldn't say daily do that, but do whatever things you like, and that's the most important. And that at the end of the day, whether it's you had a tough day or not, is being grateful for what you have, grateful for the day, and being grateful for another day in the life of the life school called the Awakening Process. So I hope you enjoyed this. If you have, please subscribe, like, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Love you.